Yeah, how do we make more money online? Yeah. How do we make more money online? That's a really good question. So when it comes to online sales and it comes to driving traffic, it's really important you understand the mechanisms by which your consumer is trying to find you, right? So I have a lot of people who are like, hey, they get on a phone call with me and I'm like, so can you tell me why you're on Twitter? Can you tell me why you're trying to drive sales through these platforms that you spend very little time on that actually your consumer is not responding to you on? So the very first thing to do is make sure you're on the right channels and to make sure that you're consistent with your brand messaging on those channels, right? So that means that you're not just like, hey, I have one image on my homepage and I'm gonna keep it there for 3 months until my next collection delivers. No, if you want people to be repeat visitors, you gotta give them something to come to repeatedly, right? Would you come back to a website that was stagnant and stale, that wasn't merchandised? Probably not. I always ask people, would you even follow your own Instagram channel? Right? How many people would follow their own Instagram channel? Okay, not many. Right? Luckily, I'm gonna check your guys' out after, you know? But how many people would actually follow their own stuff, right? So when you start to ask yourself, well, how do I make more money? Ask yourself how you're showing up to your customer to ask them to give you money, right? Like, how often are you releasing new stuff, right? Is it, no one knows how much inventory you have. You might have like a few items of something, right? They don't know. It's online. All they know is what you have or what you don't have, right? How often are you communicating them with your newsletter? People say, oh, newsletter, that's like the most boring thing ever. No one checks email. You guys are all walking away from lots of money. Lots and lots of money. Why? Because newsletters are not just about people opening and clicking through, though yes, that really helps. Newsletters are about creating brand consistency, so that when they go through their inbox and they see your name pop up in their email, I'm getting a lot of nods, yes, right? Yeah. So when they go through and they see your name pop up, they're like, oh yeah, that brand. Oh yeah, they make this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Right? Does that kind of answer your question? All right. If you want a more detailed explanation, if you already think you have all that going on, I can get into that too.
Yeah, but I think I have every, like I have my, sorry.
That's for customer. What would you tell yourself?
Not sure.
Okay, so I'll give you a couple places to start. Okay, so number one, I would make sure that your images on Instagram are all hyperlinked and going back to your website. So make sure it's all connected in with Shopify, get that dialed in real fast so that people don't have to leave the app, right? So you wanna make sure that shopping is like really easy. The next thing is really take a look and see how you're producing your visual assets. What does your photography look like, right? Is your photography actually speaking to your customers? So take a look at your branded creative, right? And then take a look at your Google Analytics. Do you look at your Google Analytics? Amazing. Start to understand where people drop off, right? What pages are they going to? Where do they drop off? Where are the bounce rates? Start to A/B split test. If you have high traffic coming in, the best thing you can do is A/B split test your website, right? Or ABCDE split test your website. The average e-commerce website converts at 1.85%. The top 25 e-commerce websites convert at over 6.8%, right? So you should all be converting at least about 1.8. And if you really want to go for it, shoot for 6. Right? But you need to start to think about getting inbound traffic and then maximizing inbound traffic to convert. If you don't have enough inbound traffic, right, then conversion optimization won't make a lot of impact.